Yeah. Rooms for your house.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Aye, there could be something for you. Go see Armand, the executioner. Long as you got the stomach for dealing with a fella that's cursed. Good luck then.
Bring me something to eat.
Damn! Yeah. Makes good. Yeah. Yeah. Ow! Yeah. Yeah.
Look what I've got. You'll love. What's going on? The folk in town are talking about you.
They shot on me. That's what.
What? Who did?
All of them.
Wait. Tell me again from the start.
All right, if you want. They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls Frost. They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared. Folk will come from miles around to watch.
Well, that's a good thing for you, isn't it?
It would be, if I was fucking doing it.
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the executions in Rattay?
It is. Not just the custom, but by bloody right. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a loan of Gallows Hill.
Well, there must be some reason for it.
If you know of one, spit it out.
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's going to be a big show. Have I ever fucked up an execution? I always behead them in one blow. And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. If he wants it quick, they're stiff as soon as I drop them. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of service.
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lordship's decided, and that's that.
Nothing? You think they should be allowed to get away with this?
Well, no, but
You have the right to executions in Rattay, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner and he's come here along with his assistants.
We can't stop the executions, unless Heinz drops dead on the spot.
Which we don't want.
Indeed not. The best thing would be if he fucked up the executions. The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job. The mob would laugh him out of town and beg me to take over. They'd never invite him here again.
Great, so how do we go about it?
The problem is, I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce them just before the executions, and then it'll be too late to do anything.
Can't we just get him blind drunk?
That wouldn't work. He's no beginner. And even if we did get him drunk, they'd just postpone the executions till he's sobered up.
Suppose I liberate the convicts.
Why the hell would you do that?
Well, it would be an embarrassment, and then...
Only for Ratai, you dolt. Not for the executioner.
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe. But most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. I've got an idea, though. Will you help me?
Of course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the Black Chronicle at the Rat House.
It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records of some similar offenders in it. You need to find people who committed the same crimes and came from the same sort of background, noble or lowborn. That way you can find out what the appropriate punishments are.
Then come back to me, and we'll work out what to do.
I'll get moving.
And Henry?
Hmm?
They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more than a week.
I'll bear that in mind.
Can you help me with training my dog?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn...
Well,
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I hear there's going to be a big execution here.
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event for our town. They'll be talking about it for years.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and reprobates for miles around. Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and Frost Herald.
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They caused trouble all over the country.
Who's this Peter of Dauba?
A noble who lost his fortune. He's been holding up merchants for months.
That's all?
At first, but then his gang started getting bloodthirsty. They wiped out a whole squad that was hunting them. He won't walk away from this.
What can you tell me about Herald?
They call him Frost because he's always cool as ice, until he starts. I've seen plenty of killers and thugs in my day, but that one's got the devil in him.
Why?
They say the only thing that'll put a smile on his face is the sound of screaming and weeping. That beast kills for pleasure. When they caught him, he had a candle made from the arm of an infant. For luck, he said.
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came from, but they say the murdering started with him. He never leaves witnesses. He'd rather wipe out a whole village than take a chance.
Thanks, Bailiff. That's all I need to know.
Goodbye.
Come right up. No need to be shy.
Yeah.
Fine werewolf, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good. That's my. Look what I've got. You'll love this. I need your advice.
Did you find out what they did? And did you read the Black Chronicle?
Yes.
So tell me what you found out, and I'll see what I can come up with.
Just bear in mind, I can help you work it out, but you'll only find exactly what you need in the Ratai Black Chronicle. Every executioner has his own way of doing things, and this bastard might have different methods in mind.
Peter of Dorba has many murders on his soul, but he's still a nobleman. His neck is going on the block.
That makes sense. His crimes are great, but he's still a nobleman, so he gets an honorable death.
George Weiss is a bloodthirsty bastard who left a trail of corpses behind him. He hasn't earned an honorable death. He's for a long drop on a short rope.
A murderer deserves nothing better. That makes sense.
Frost Herald is the worst of them all, sent by Satan himself. The things he's done would make a demon blanch. The executioner will take his time with that one. He'll be begging to die. If I read correctly, it'll start with ripping the flesh.
Aye, could be. He deserves nothing better.
So, have we got everything we need?
We've covered all the possibilities. There's nothing more we can think up.
So, what's the plan then?
An executioner's greatest boast is to behead with one blow. That's why an executioner's sword needs to be a splendid piece of craftsmanship and sharp as a razor.
I follow you, but how can I get to the sword?
It won't be easy. The executioner's sword is one of his most valuable instruments.
Couldn't it just be switched for a different one?
He'd notice straight away. It's different than a regular sword, heavier with a blunt point. The balance is different too.
I could take yours and...
He'd recognize that too. An executioner knows his sword like the back of his hand. He'd notice as soon as he picked it up.
So I'll have to steal it, dull the blade, and put it back before anyone notices?
Yes, that's probably the only way.
That'll be interesting. And how can I dull the sword? Should I hack at a stone wall?
I thought you were a blacksmith, son. It's enough to cock up the honing. That will make much less noise.
That'll do me.
With ripping of the flesh, the bastard has to suffer, but survive as long as possible.
So, if Herald drops dead right at the start...
The executioner will look like a fool.
But how can I make sure it happens?
I don't know. It depends on the skill of the executioner. An experienced one starts in places where there's no threat of heavy bleeding, the sides, the chest.
And the Kuttenberg executioner is definitely experienced.
No doubt. They use a kind of special tongs, and in between the ripping, the convict's wounds are treated so he can take more.
What if I get the one who's supposed to dress the wounds drunk?
Don't do that. It could be someone from Ratai, and even if it isn't, the blame wouldn't fall on the executioner.
Maybe the tongs could be spiked with something nasty.
And you'd know what to use?
I know a little, and I might be able to get something.
That would work. Good idea, Hal.
That'll do me. What about the hanging?
If the rope breaks when it's done, it's an unbelievable disgrace for the executioner. Folk see it as the will of God, and sometimes he even has to let the condemned man go.
I could shoot the rope through from a distance with an arrow.
Don't be daft. No, you couldn't.
But I'm...
Where did you get such a stupid idea? From some wench? Even if you somehow hit it, that rope's much too strong.
Well...
And even if you did manage to shoot it through, do you really think nobody would notice?
Maybe it's not the best plan I've ever come up with.
I certainly hope not.
What about switching it?
That could work. I've got an old rope here I don't use anymore. It looks fine, but it's run. It'll be perfect.
Great, I'll use that. Supposing I just cut it?
I doubt it would work. The executioner will check it before the hanging when he's preparing the gallows. He'd probably notice.
That'll do me. Thanks. Yeah.
What's going on there?
What the hell was that? What do you want? You've no business here.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Hey, what are you doing here? Clear off quick or I'll throw you out. What's up? Do you need some help?
That should do it. It'll never hold the weight of a grown man.
Who's there? What? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here. Are you looking for something?
Yeah!
Hey, couldn't chop the head off a chicken with this.
Who's there? Who are you? What the hell was that?
What do you want here? Don't bet your trip somewhere else. What are you doing here? Something.
What's going on there? What's that? What's that?
Wait here for... Stay.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Who's there? Get the hell out of here. There's nothing here for you.
Get going!
Who's there?
That should do it. He'll never hold the weight of a grown man.
Now I've got you. You'll pay dearly for shit.
Could do with a bite to eat.
should do it. They'll never hold the weight of a grown man. If he tries to torture anyone with this, the lucky fellow will die quickly.
Be up to no good sneaking around in the dark. Light a torch before the catchballs see you. Yeah.
There. Can't chop the head off the chicken with this.
Look what I've got. You'll love.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle!
Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arrested.
I'd let it go if it was somewhere else, but roaming around here after dark without a light is against the law. And that's a serious matter, especially in these troubled times. You should have thought twice about what you were doing. That will land you a fat fine.
You're making a serious mistake. If only you knew what you just got yourself into. This won't end well for you.
Well, I thought... That is, I had no idea. If that's how it is, of course, you may go.
What the hell do you think you're doing, hurting people like that? We won't put up with violent brutes here. Is that clear? This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
Are you pulling my pizzle? Don't you know who I am? You better watch your step, or I'll make things so hot for you, you'll be lucky to get a job slopping out piss pots.
What's your game, boy? I'm not gonna swallow.
All right, here you are.
You've paid for your crimes. I hope you've learned your lesson.
Oh, damn it, I'm hungry.
What the hell do you... Well...
You're making a serious mistake. If only you knew what...
But that won't...
All right, that's enough.
Sure.
I can't...
You'll still... It's you. What? You crippled someone. You...
Damn it. Here's your coin then.
You paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
About the executions.
Is it done? Can I let them get on with the executions now?
Yes.
Now all we have to do is go and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Henry. I've a feeling with Herman I can finally find some happiness.
You will. The two of you are made for each other.
Yeah.
Come now.
Yeah.
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 Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a disznőlésre.
Vigyázz! Itt! Itt az ellenség! Riadó! Ott van egy a szemetek közül! Vigyázzatok vele! Oszti! Látjátok? Ott az a kegyláda!
Yeah.
Ott mi? Látjátok? Ott az a kegyláda!
Látom őt, ott mi? Istenem, vigyázz ott!
Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a disznőlésre. De én megtalállak, te Ganesh. Előlem nem úgy.
Look what I've... You'll love... Good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. Look, Mutt, leave that. Look what I've... You'll... Good fella. That's... Look what I've... You'll... That's my boy. Look what I've... You'll...
I'm glad to see you.
I've taken care of that camp.
Have you brought me proof?
Here it is.
Well, that is a fine bit of news. It's not over yet. I've heard of some trouble along the Rovna Road. There's bound to be another encampment there. Most likely in an abandoned mine in the woods.
All right, I'll take a look around. I have some trophies.
Show me. They deserved it, the bastards.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, is someone... Lost something hereabouts? Has something happened?
Who's there? What's that?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
épp egy malacka tévedt a disznóölésre. Istenem, vigyázz! Vigyázz! Látom az ellenséget!
Ja! Ja!
Ott ti, látjátok? Ott áll a gridlock! Kapsz egyet!
Csak, mi bújt itt elő?
Egy szart! A picsába hagyd már! Elég volt, győztél!
Az Istenit!
Feladod?
találom meg. A faszba.
What did you say? What did you fucking say?
You call that combat?
You're dead. Bring.
Yeah.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I see there's not much going on around here. So you've stayed here on your own?
Quite so. All by myself. All the others were either killed by the Cumans or fled to Rattay.
I'm sorry to hear that. And what's keeping you here, alone?
My older brother ran away with the wandering players, so when our father was on his deathbed, he made me swear I'd never leave our home.
I can see you took your vow seriously.
I did. But it's starting to get dangerous around here. Again.
The Cumans.
If it were Cumans, I'd grab an axe and that would be that. But a week back, some rabble made their way through here. They begged me for food, and mark my words, they weren't taking no for an answer. If they'd been just a tad hungrier, I swear they would have stormed the cottage.
There are gangs like that around, true enough. I saw the mess they left behind. Savages.
It was horrible. People tried to find shelter in the church, but them dogs was waiting. They knew too well that's where folk would try to hide.
And where did you hide?
By the grace of God, I got my family away into the woods.
And I don't see your family with you. I hope those bastards didn't sniff them out.
No, it takes better man than them to track me down. I sent my wife to Rattay with some others.
Do you think folk will ever go back to their homes?
Well, I don't know about Skalitz, but the folk here are sure to want to come back. The only thing they're missing is spiritual support.
Do you mean the priest?
Indeed. When the land's at war, noblemen fight to protect their property. But simple folk want someone to tend their souls.
Of course. But it was the Skalitz parish priest who ministered here, wasn't it?
He did. But there's been no sign of him since the attack. Or at least he's definitely not in Rattay among the refugees.
That's true enough. I didn't see him there.
But if you're interested, young fella, Maybe you could help us find the priest we need here.
Isn't it up to the bishop to appoint a priest?
Oh, you're probably right, but you don't seem interested in doing it. Why waste time finding a priest for a village with just one old fool in it?
Yeah, you're probably right. I can always ask. But I've heard where the Skalitz priest went.
That's great news. Although I had my eye on another priest.
You might as well tell me who he is. What I heard about the Skalitz priest might just be rumors.
True. Well then, a few years ago there used to be another priest in Skalitz. Simon, I think his name was.
Simon? Father Simon, I remember him. That's the one who went missing, right?
Aye. I don't want to spread rumours, but they say he was in love with his housekeeper. And then she died somehow, poor thing.
That's not a story I've come across.
It only reaches folk who care for such tales. Well, to finish the story, Simon left the parish and ran away. You know that already. There was neither sight nor sound of him for a long time, until this spring he showed up here.
And what's he doing here?
That's just it. People say he's become a hermit.
All right. And where can I find him?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but you could start by talking to that girl's parents. Well, they live on a farm nearby, and it's likely they know more. They may even have had words with him.
I'll go and see what they have to say for themselves.
God go with you, lad, and I pray you find him. If some heathen stabs me in my sleep, I'd rather have a decent burial.
Don't worry. I'll bring someone.
I'll be with you.
Could do with a bite to eat.
How are you?
I've taken care of that camp.
Have you brought me proof?
Here it is.
I'm delighted to hear it. Some farmers from Ujits came to the castle with a complaint. There's another encampment to the east of the village.
I understand. I have some trophies.
Show me. Good work. That's the way to deal with the scum. Take care.
Yeah.
What is it you want here? Who's there? Aunt.
Good God, you look.
I've got those hides you wanted.
Now that's what I call quality. That'll do me just fine. Here, you've earned a bit of coin.
Couldn't you use some hides?
I need the hide of a sturdy roe buck. There's a wealthy merchant after one to hang on his wall. As if anyone would believe he bagged it himself. Take care.
Hey, lad. What you want to do? Wager on the Rat-A tourney? Yeah.
What did you say? What did you fucking say? I'll find
Come here, Lily Liver. Ha! What's the matter?
Yeah.
You'll get one for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see
Help!
it! There!
There's some kind of bandit there!
Crawling out from under some rock.
Look out! There's an
By
enemy
all
here!
that's holy, watch out! There! A cutthroat for sure!
Oh, Mikey, watch out! Over
Look
there!
out! I see an enemy!
Look out!
Into your hands, Lord, I commend my spirit. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who redeemed me by his precious blood, have mercy on me and lead me to eternal glory. Amen.
What the
Did you see that? An utter disgrace.
It certainly was. The executioner couldn't hold his head high after that.
True. The whole crowd was looking forward to it, and right at the start he fucked up the beheading. And then he took the tongs and... and the fellow kicked the bucket right away. Jesus, how he gaped. and then furious as a rabid dog. Furious, he grabs the last one. And he wasn't even able to hang him. I'll be forever grateful to you, Hal. You saved my job, and you deserve a reward for it.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Look what I've... You'll love...